there has been speculation that there will be a shutdown. One, I've heard there's going to be a COVID shutdown after Biden takes over in January. I heard there's going to be a shutdown just as a government shutdown like it happened before. What are your opinions about this shutdown? And if it does happen, what should we do as a people?
Go ahead, Shawn.
It's stupid because why don't we shut down the economy in the country every year when flu season happens? Why don't we do that? I mean, it's way more deadly, like 10 times more deadly. Why is the economy getting shut down and everything going closed with COVID when they're just about the same amount spreadable? People can catch it just as easily. At the same time, way more people die from the flu. It's because we've learned to live with it. I mean, you can get flu shots and stuff like that, but still, even with flu shots and everything, flu kills way more people than the COVID. So it doesn't make sense to shut everything down. And if we're going to do 6 feet distance,
the flu in general kills more people.
Yeah, if we're going to do 6 feet in mask,
I don't know about the
we should do that at all times for everything.
Okay, so I've seen this video a while back. I think it was a movie or a documentary. I think one of the country overseas, they shut down for like 3 months. It's every year they shut, and I can't remember if I saw it on the documentary. Remember I was talking about it. So they work 6 or 7 months or whatever. They work 8, 9 months, but then they shut down for like 3 or 4 months during certain parts of the year, of the time of the year.
I can't hear nothing you're saying.
Me?
I can hear what he's saying.
Yeah,
can you hear me? Okay. So there's different parts. I know that I can't remember where it said though, but there's a different part of it where they shut down for so long. Either one, to spend time with their family, or health-wise, to this and that. Do you think that's something that we should implement as America or Americans? Like just for GP, let's just say they shut down the last 3 months of the year just so to help like control sicknesses, control like the economy, just to put things back into perspective. January 1 starts everything over. Is that something we should be doing anyway as a people?
Yeah, not because of COVID, but that may be something we should look at.
Most other first world countries have like in England it's called like holiday. You know what I mean? Like just like you have summer when you're a kid in school, like you just have off time like that every fucking year, and it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't put your job at risk. It's like it's not optional, so you look bad if you take it, you know, nothing. It's just everybody gets holiday. And then it's similar to like what you're saying, but everybody's just off for like 3 months, and it doesn't all coincide, you know, like different people in different industries that have holiday at different times, because obviously people still got to work when others are on holiday. But yeah, it's just like basically being on vacation, you know, and you could do whatever the hell you want for those 3 months, and you don't have to like stress out about fucking losing your job because you want to have a social life, and you know what I mean? So yeah, hell yeah, I think we should implement something like that. If other first world countries are able to pull it off, like I don't know why the hell we couldn't.
I just don't want them to shut, because it's saying that they shutting it down to control COVID 4 to 6 weeks, but I still don't see it that's going to control anything. I don't see that that's going to control it.
People are catching it more than once, so no. I feel like we have to learn how to live with it.
Right. I don't think it'll be extreme shutdowns, and if it is, it's going to be the same governor shutting down that would shut down regardless. You know what I mean? So it's really not going to matter if it's Biden or Trump. There's just going to be a few governors that are always going to be extreme about it, and a few places will probably remain in lockdown. But is it going to be some big national lockdown when Joe takes over? No, of course not. Like,
it's going to be the same shit.
But,
you know what I find weird though about it? And I was talking about this with my coworkers. Like I work with the elderly, right? So I work at one facility. I have 3 jobs actually. I work at one facility where it's just all straight dementia patients, right? They're a little bit more poor. They have to use their insurance and stuff to cover their bills and stuff. Then the other place is a little bit more upscale. Like they pay like $5,000 and up to stay there. That place has only had 1 case of COVID and nobody else got sick. And the other caregivers had COVID going in and out of the rooms, but nobody else got sick. But just that one person. At the dementia facility, half the residents passed away. Like, explain that.
Oh, shit.
Shit's fucking weird.
From COVID? Was it from COVID or was it just
from COVID?
I don't know. I think that it's seeming to me like if you have asthma, you're more likely to either catch it or have a lot of ill conditions from it, because it's been a couple of cases that I've seen where one person in the household had it and nobody else ended up getting it, even though they were going in and out around each other and stuff like that. So I think asthma or certain health conditions make you more susceptible to it.
True, because even those events that they call the super spreader events, it's not like 100% of them fucking get it. You know what I mean? Lots of them are right there up in it and they're not getting it. You know what I mean? It's not like every single person at those events is getting COVID. So yeah, it seems like some people have a better immune system to just block it. Or it could be like we always said, like we've been talking about since episode 3, where some people are just so asymptomatic that you literally wouldn't know the difference.
Well, it says that there's, according to some of the articles that I've been reading, like the Washington Post, that there's a new wave of it that's supposed to hit. So in other words, they're saying it's mutated. It's supposed to hit again with a heavier impact. So I just wanted to know, like, was that something that you guys saw? Like, is it relevant to do that, or is it still gonna be the same thing, no matter if you shut it down or not?
Yeah, not because of COVID. It shouldn't be a shutdown because of COVID. COVID's not the reason for the shutdown, but maybe, I mean, if you just want to generally improve the health of everybody and try and beat like flu and all diseases that are out there, maybe a shutdown might be a good idea to get on top of that, because that can help us for future generations. And then we can just try and vaccinate for every disease that exists, but that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, if it was almost like holiday in other countries, but then whole communities shut down like a month at a time, like it would be pretty genius, because nobody could pass things around for a month. It would be worth trying. And then ultimately it's only 1 month out of 12 months for anybody's life anyway. And of course you could still, you know what I mean, do what you need to do. You would just know ahead of time that date. So you would just have fucking a month's worth of food and be ready to order from the city next to you and shit. And you know what I mean?
Bruh,
yeah, the whole city would just shut down for like a month, and then nothing could move about the city.
It has been the weirdest thing to try to go out to eat, and you wear your mask in the building, and they get you to your table. Yeah, I can take my mask off at this table, right? But as long as I'm at this table, I don't have to wear my mask. The moment I get up, go to the restroom, I better have my mask on. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't it airborne? Am I mistaken? Am I the only, like, do you not think about that too? If it's
apparently within 6 feet, it's airborne.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all just recirculated air too. So no matter where you take your mask off,
Bro, I don't understand. I went to the Sandbar. I'm literally at the Sandbar. And the guy said, you can't get out the seat. So now I'm dancing in my seat like this. I can't move. I didn't even leave my chair. I just stood up and I did this. And he was like, you got to sit down. You can't do that. So my dancing is going to cause these people a table over to get COVID. It's going to be airborne because I've been sitting here with my mask off.
Right. And they're doing the COVID shimmy. Shaking it around to everybody.
But no, the shutdowns don't make sense really, because they've already, I mean, either they make perfect sense because masks and 6 feet distancing isn't effective and we're still all going to get COVID even if we stay 6 feet apart from each other and wear masks, or they don't make any type of sense at all because everybody is wearing masks pretty much and staying 6 feet apart from each other. And I think that's fair, the 6 feet apart from each other, whereas the mask thing, I don't see the reason for it because it's still going in your eyes and you're still making contact with your skin and everything, unless they're going to make you wear like a hazmat suit. But I mean, if they're making you wear masks, what's the difference? Why can't they then turn around and say everybody needs to wear a hazmat suit?
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, it's just because it's a society. Like we all have our own rights to do whatever on our property that we acquire. You know what I mean? Like it's the same reason that it's the same reason you have to wear like pants and shit. You know what I mean? Like you might agree with clothes, but when it's 110 degrees, sometimes I just want to put on shoes and go outside. And I don't care if people see my private parts, but they're probably going to arrest me for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a societal norm. And since we're going through something, it's just like a temporary societal norm that'll probably be here for a minute still. But I don't think with the president transitioning, it's going to change a whole lot of our lives in terms of the masks and the shutdowns. unless you were one of the states that switched over. But it's all just going to depend on who's leading each state, just like it has the whole time until they fucking find a full vaccine, which hopefully is pretty goddamn soon now, because then no matter where you stand politically, we can just get past this weird fucking era of society.
They could just give us the vaccine that they gave Trump. Didn't they give him some badass fucking drug and he was good?
Well, not everybody's as cavalier as Trump, bro. They got to check all the side effects and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Other people want to know about shit before they just throw it in their body. Like,
yeah, from what I know, there's already like a 90% effective vaccine. They're just waiting on clinical trials.